Oh, welcome to Dominico Field. Thomas West here. Tonight, it's the Toronto Maple Leafs and Hamilton Cardinals, a battle of a team that is looking for a miracle run to try and get themselves into playoff positioning against a team that is in a very interesting spot right now in the Canadian Baseball League standings. We'll get into that momentarily, but wins are at a premium, to say the least, for both of these teams, but for different reasons this season. So you're looking at Yordan Manduley right now, the 40-year-old Cuban player for the Toronto Maple Leafs that's traveled around the world really to play his professional baseball career and has found himself here in Toronto after being a Kitchener Panther, and he has been a guy who's been absolutely on a roll as of late. 4 home runs on the season. One of them came last game against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, and Yordan Manduley is on pace to set some career highs this season. He's hitting .374, but the plate coverage that he's had this season has been something that has just been unbelievable, that I've been really impressed with. So I put this together. So this was last game that we saw him play against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. In the 5th inning, the ball that's up high there, you can see he hit a home run on that pitch. I'm not kidding. We'll show you in just a moment. And then later on in the game, you can see him reaching out for that ball way outside the strike zone. That ended up being a double that he slashed down the line. That's just some of the plate coverage that we've seen from Yordan Manduley this season. So something maybe of note for the Hamilton Cardinals as they may or may not pitch him outside this game. As promised, take a look at those 2 swings that we just showed you images of. Going to have home field advantage in the playoffs. Manduley slashes one down the line, and this one's going to fall and get past Gideon all the way to the wall. Yasiel Puig will move into 3rd, and Manduley slides into 2nd base with a double. Puig took as count 2-1 here. And Manduley serves this one into the outfield. This ball is carrying, and it is off the top of the wall. Manduley is digging for 2. There could be a play. Here's the throw, not in time. Contact rate this season, which is a crazy number. Makes contact with this baseball and hits it high in the air, and it is deep and gone. Yordan Manduley, a solo home run. It's 6-3. One-two to Manduley. Reaches out and dishes one down the line, and this could be extra bases. Yordan Manduley digging for 2. This one rolls into the corner, and that's just Yordan Manduley in a nutshell. Homers and hits a double on a pitch that was way up. So just a sample there, what we've seen from Yordan Manduley this season. Just ridiculous stuff. The plate coverage is unbelievable, and the contact rate is something that I've been really intrigued at. Last I checked, this was before last game against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. He was 3rd in the Canadian Baseball League in contact rate, and that's no surprise seeing some of the clips that you just saw there. By the way, those were all in the last 4 games. He's got 4 extra base hits in his last 4 games. Had 2 in this game against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, and this was a win that the Maple Leafs really needed. They were coming off a game that they had lost. They were anticipating having to play this Chatham-Kent Barnstormer the very next day on an afternoon on a Sunday. That ended up not being the case, but this was a game that was just a really well-played ball game by the Toronto Maple Leafs. After about the 2nd inning, they went down early on. Well, Hernandez Alvarado got himself in a little bit of trouble, and then in came Yuto Nakata for his Toronto Maple Leafs debut, and as you can see there, he was just dominant. There's been no pitcher, starting pitcher, reliever, anybody all season who's thrown more than 10 strikeouts in a game, and Yuto Nakata did it in 5 1/3 innings of relief, didn't walk any, and he struck out 11. So he was unbelievable for the Toronto Maple Leafs in that game. The Hamilton Cardinals, they're coming off a pretty gutsy win of their own last time out as well. This was a game against the Guelph Royals. They ended up winning the game 7-6, and they kind of had to hold on. There was a 3-run inning late by the Guelph Royals. Owen Boone came out and pitched pretty good, ended up giving those, well, really good, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. He struck out 11 of his own, but that's no surprise for Owen Boone. They got just enough pitching to hold him off, and Adamez, who came off of the injured list just would have been about a week ago, I guess, just after the transaction deadline. He was able to come in and close things down for them. Tyler Duncan as well had a phenomenal game, homered, and Brandon Nicoll. You'll remember he always has big games here at Christie Pitts, hitting .395 at the Pits. He's coming off a game where he was 1 for 5 with an RBI as well. So this Maple Leafs team, they really need wins. The Hamilton Cardinals really need wins as well. So, you know, we were just talking a little bit earlier on about this Hamilton team and how they're in a situation where wins are at a premium. No, it's not that they need to clinch the playoffs by any means, but they've now found themselves in a tie with the Barrie Bay Cats for third in the Canadian Baseball League standings. Barrie has the tiebreaker right now, but being in that third place spot in the CBL means that you do not have to play that play-in game to get into the playoffs, and that would be something that Hamilton really would relish that opportunity to do. So we'll see what happens today. The Maple Leafs, a team that Hamilton's looking at and thinking that they have a pretty good chance to win with the way that they have been playing this season, as we take a look at the starting lineup for the Hamilton Cardinals here tonight. Leading things off is Brandon Nicoll. He was in the number 2 spot last game. Carlos Dominguez is the right fielder, batting second. Darlin Herman is at second base, batting third. Then Tyler Duncan, who's always dangerous in the Canadian Baseball League, followed by Evan Magill, the catcher. Then Jommer Hernandez, who is back in a Hamilton Cardinal uniform. He was a guy that they picked up before the transaction deadline. Then the bottom 3 in the lineup is the third baseman, Reyes. Then the DH, Jeremy Vieux, who had a good game last time he was here at Christie Pitts. And Champ Garner, who was another one of the acquisitions. The former London Major is the number 9 hitter today, playing left field for the Hamilton Cardinals, looking for a win against a team that's won 2 games in a row, and the Toronto Maple Leafs trying to make it 3. Here's the lineup that the Maple Leafs are running out tonight. Leading things off is Brando. Leroux has been fantastic. Then Yasiel Puig, who had a booming home run last game against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormer. It was a thing of beauty. I mean, it was a pitch down and away, and he just took it out of the ballpark. Just can't throw a fastball in the zone to Yasiel Puig. And now I'd be surprised. The Hamilton Cardinals are a team that has a lot of analytics. I'd be surprised if they give him anything to hit today. The aforementioned Yordan Manduley, who's red hot, followed by J.J. Dutton, Crix Tavares, who's the first baseman. Dennis DeBanning is back in the lineup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's the DH today, followed by Spencer Ross at third base, Matt Brandt, who's the catcher, and Ben Sidorenios, who's in left field today for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We will break now for the national anthems and be right back on the other side. Last time out. And this one is smashed high in the air, deep to left field, and that one is way out of here. Brandon Nicoll continues his tear here at Christie Pitts and gives the Hamilton Cardinals a 1-0 lead. Ahead of the pitcher. And this one's hit on the ground at first, and that's going to get through into the outfield. Through the legs of Hernandez at first base. Here's the throw to the plate. DeBanning will slide in head first safely, and the Maple Leafs take the lead. Brando, Leroux, and then Yasiel Puig. Sidorenios is going to flare this ball towards the outfield. That one's going to fall for a base hit. Ben Sidorenios with an RBI single, and it's 3-1 Leafs. Anything. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Manduley will hit this ball on the ground into the outfield for a base hit. He goes the other way again. Here's the throw to the plate, and it is offline, and it bounces to the backstop. Everyone advances. Yordan Manduley with an RBI single, and the Maple Leafs take a 5-1 lead. Spoiler. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and this one is skied in the air, deep to left field, and Nicoll has done it again. Boy, this one may have gone further than the first, clearing the trees in left field. Brandon Nicoll, a 2-run home run, and it's 5-3. The 1-2. And this one's smashed on a line, and this is going to one-hop the wall in the outfield. Yasiel Puig picks it up. A cannon into second base, a throw on the money, and it's not in time. That'll score another run, and it's 5-4. Fielders and infielders right around this time. And here is a ball hit into the outfield. This is high and deep and way out of here. Evan Magill drills a home run to center field, and just like that, the Hamilton Cardinals take the lead in this last AB. And now Matt Brandt hammers this ball deep to center field, and it is gone! Matt Brandt with a frozen rope to dead center. And the Leafs tie things up. Oh, it had been a couple games since we saw a Matt Brandt bomb. But the Maple Leafs catcher has come up clutch with his 3rd home run of the season. Tie game. And it's outside, ball 4. Just outside, that'll push in a run, and the Hamilton Cardinals take the lead. Here's the 0-1. And this one's lined into the outfield for a base hit. Yasiel Puig has it on a hop. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's cut off. 1 run comes in to score. RBI single Tyler Duncan, and it's 8-6. Limit the damage. And this one's hit on the ground into the outfield for a base hit. That'll score 1 run. Here's the throw to the plate. It's cut off. Station to station they go again, and it's 9-6. The first batter he faced. And now this one hit on the ground, and it's past the diving Spencer Ross into the outfield. This time they're going to send the runner home. It's cut off by Ross. 2 runs come in to score. 11-6 Cardinals. Are affiliated with major league teams. He was in the Cincinnati Reds organization. Bounces the ball on the ground. Throw to first in time to get the out, but a run will come in to score. Reyes cashes one in. Here's the 1-1. Manduley lines this ball into the outfield. This is deep, and it is off the wall. Yordan Manduley racing around first. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And the Maple Leafs cut into the lead. Yordan Manduley, an RBI double. Manduley just continues to smash the ball the other way for the Maple Leafs. The 1-2 to Dutton. JJ takes in the dirt. This one's going to go to the backstop. Here comes Puig, and he will score. It's a 3-run game at the pits. And Dutton will chop one back to the mound. Gillespie has it. Throw to first high, and it's into the bullpen. Crick Tavares comes in to score. JJ Dutton will move into second base. An error on the infield from the new pitcher. Excellent number. And J.J. Dutton launches this one high, deep left field, and it is off the wall. It's an RBI double for J.J. Dutton. Here comes the run at the plate, and Manduley scores. J.J. Dutton, a game-tying 2-run double. And we are level at Christie Pitts. Wow. What a swing from the Maple Leafs center fielder. J.J. Dutton slamming that one firmly off the center field wall. Hit in the air, high and deep to right field, and it is gone! The Hamilton Cardinals strike back. Jommer Hernandez leaves the yard. And it's 14-12. Wow, the twists and turns of this ball game tonight. The 2-2. Puig hits a chopper up the middle, base hit. Brando Leroux is going to come in to score, and the Maple Leafs are within 1. Yasiel Puig found a way to keep it going. The pitch from Adames. Dutton swings and misses, strike 3. A barn burner between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Hamilton Cardinals goes the way of Hamilton. The final score, 14-13. Both teams battled and battled and battled till the bitter end. 4 hours and 37 minutes later, the Cardinals are victorious.